So, what are some concerns pertaining to your culture that may affect if or how members of your culture would exercise in a public setting, such as a gym?
Well, I was raised to be very conservative.
Okay.
So, like, my mom is wearing long sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants outside, like, while she's farming. I would have to wear a long sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants if I ever went to a gym that was unisex. Like,
Okay.
you can't, like, go and show off your body to strangers. It just doesn't work that way, even if you're trying to exercise.
Now, is that something that's more of a personal view? Or if you saw other people in a gym setting wearing kind of less conservative clothing, either like spandex or something like that, would that be something that would make you or someone else feel uncomfortable?
Younger? Yes. Yep, like, when I played all the sports, I'd have, like, layers and layers of clothing on. I'd be sweating my ass. But I wasn't being a floozy like that girl. I wasn't showing off all my stuff. And every Cambodian person on the team was like that.
Do you think that sometimes that affects whether they would want to go to like a gym setting?
My mom wouldn't go for a long time. And then my sister signed my dad up for the YMCA. And I guess there's a separate area for people if they want privacy.
Okay.
So my mom wouldn't be like attempting to run, or she doesn't run, she's like 90. But, you know, being to exercise and to be all gross and sweaty and stuff in front of strangers.
Yeah.
She could go to the space that's just for women.
Probably the cost of going to a place or to feel insecure with all the other people around them.
What do you believe are the benefits for exercise? Do you believe your culture emphasizes these benefits?
No. I don't believe they emphasize any of the benefits of culture.
You don't think they educate you in any way?
Nah, they don't educate Cambodians enough about exercise.
Strategies for culturally emphasizing exercise. I feel like Cambodian people don't like to be dark. It's considered very unattractive to be dark. So any exercise one would do would be inside, like an indoor situation. Like if you had the choice of running inside or outside, you would run on a treadmill. Because if you got dark when you're running outside, then you would not be attractive, which defeats the purpose of exercising to be attractive. Because now you're done. My mom, in every home that we've lived in, apartment or whatever, she's always had some sort of garden. But the whole time she's out there, she's got a long sleeve button shirt on. She's got a hat that covers like her whole head. No sun ever actually touches her skin.
Exercise.
No. Education is not important in the old country. It's working.
And
Having
more like
children.
following the footsteps of
Right.
like what your parents did.
Not so much education.
How would you characterize the views of exercise in your culture? Do you think most people believe it is important or unimportant?
In my culture, I don't believe it is important. I know.
What type of stigmas, routines, or ideas does the word exercise bring to your mind or your general culture's mind as a whole?
Shape and healthy. In my culture, they probably just think skinny.
Okay, so in what areas do you think exercise is hindered and why? Do you think because of like lack of transportation, security reasons?
I'd say in Cambodia it's due to lack of transportation.
But then it's like I feel like they're walking more, so they're getting exercise.
Yeah, that is true. They're just getting exercise through their like natural, like daily regimens of just like walking miles and miles to get to work and then coming
For the
back.
physically inactive individuals in your culture, why do you believe they do not participate in exercise?
Just education.
Lack of education.
Yeah, they don't really care. They don't. Not that they don't care. It's just that they don't know
The benefits.
the benefits and the downfalls of not exercising. I mean, within the city, there's probably a lot more for Cambodians to actually go to like actual gyms. But then if you're out in the villages and stuff, you really much on your own. You wouldn't want to travel 30 miles just to go to the gym or something. You'd have to do all your physical activities.
In what ways or areas is the ability to exercise hindered in Cambodia? Does it have to do with factors such as lack of transportation or lack of security?
Security is always an issue in Cambodia because it's an old country. Like you want something and then you take it, and there's not always like a police officer around to help you. Do you know what I mean?
Are there any specific negative perceptions about exercise that your culture may feel? If so, what are these perceptions?
That you hurt yourself too often if you exercise and things like that. So like if you would work out and you got an injury, you'd be not able to do stuff for a while. So I think
if you have utilized an exercise facility for healthcare purposes, have you ever felt unsafe? If so, in what situation and what conditions? For example, using unfamiliar equipment or not having proper supervision.
no, I usually feel comfortable wherever I am.
I feel like that's because like you're educated on
Actually, how to work.
exercise.
Yeah.
Whereas like if there's lack of education on exercise in Cambodia, if they went into the gym
and saw a machine, they'd have no idea how to use it. Yeah.
How has the media's portrayal of fitness and exercise affected you? Have any of these portrayals clashed with your personal or cultural views?
I know my mom says I work out too much, so.
Do you think there's been any recent tragedies within Cambodia that have affected exercise habits there?
Yes. They actually recently just sold off the last piece of like forest land, if you will, to Vietnam. So now there's no shade. There's no like free area to roam around, and like if you wanted to go for a run, it would just be in the blazing sun. There's no tree covered area that you could go to.
In Cambodia, is the exercise more of a governmental influence or an influence based on the norm?
I'd say neither because it's not influence at all.
It's not influenced by the norm or the government. Like for
I don't think they have any like health issues or like health.
There's not a whole lot of things influenced by government in Cambodia.
phys ed and stuff like that. Does that happen over there?
No. They have breaks, but it's not like it's a gym time, so this is what we're gonna do. And you know, like you had your weeks where you did track or the Olympics, where you physically had to do things from the Olympics. But no, there's a break in between, and the kids run around.
So in the school systems in Cambodia, there's more of a recess where some children may choose to exercise and others may not. What do you think could be done in the United States in regards to educating people among all cultures on exercise?
I think they should do a lot more. Just teach younger and like more often.
Do you think that it's better over here than it is in Cambodia?